Some of us are in the thick of homeschooling season for various reasons. I've always chosen to homeschool, but this is our first year. So it's an adjustment period for me and my kids. With that and with the rest of life comes stress. And I am experiencing some things that I wanted to share because I know why I'm experiencing them. I know how to fix them, and in case you're experiencing them too, here's how to help. So I have a rash behind my ears, and maybe you've experienced this. You've had some sort of psoriasis or eczema or just some like random rash that breaks out and won't go away. My poor husband is fussing at me all the time because I'm like scratching like a dog. And I think one of the biggest contributors to that is sugar and inflammation. There are so many things we can do to help with inflammation in our diet and in our lifestyle and the things we put in and on our body. And I'm noticing, like always, that I'm putting things in my body that are causing these reactions that are being exacerbated by stress, and just life in general. So, soda. Do you drink soda? I drink soda. And it's like a comfort thing for me. It just makes me feel good in the moment. But I struggle with blood sugar fluctuations. I had gestational diabetes when I was pregnant with both of my children, and that is a precursor to type 2 diabetes. So that's something I really need to watch for. And I can feel it if I'm eating incorrectly for what I need, if I'm consuming too much sugar or too many processed foods. I get those spikes and then drops in the afternoon. Have you ever felt like in the afternoon, maybe you thought maybe you were just hungry, but you get kind of jittery and anxious, and something just doesn't feel right? Maybe you get a headache. For me, that's when my blood sugar dips. And so I run to the kitchen and I'm drinking soda and I'm eating cookies and I'm doing whatever I can to try to bring my blood sugar back up. That is not good. The way to avoid that is to adjust the diet. So just mood swings, anxiety, those blood sugar drops, those are symptoms to me, and my rash, those are symptoms to me that my body is out of balance and inflamed. And the first thing I need to do, besides, eating all the right foods, eat this, don't eat that, cut out the sugar. So that's what I'm focusing on right now. And some ways to do that are to just find some other foods and drinks that you enjoy that can replace those things. It's not effective if you just say, don't do this, don't drink soda. You need to replace that with something else. One thing that I really like is I'll make iced tea. Like on the stove, I'll brew a pot of tea and I will add like a whole lemon and some stevia or any kind of sweetener that you like, a non-chemical sugar substitute. I know Trim Healthy Mama has a sweetener that people really like. I forget what that's called. Like monk fruit is a really good one. And just a little bit to kind of help with the tang of the lemon, but that's something I enjoy drinking. Or maybe you like seltzer water, flavored seltzer water. So find something to replace it. Don't just cut it out. Another way to reduce cravings for sugar is to just drink more water. I cannot tell you how simple and effective it is. If you find yourself craving something, just drink a glass of water. And 9 times out of 10, that craving will go away from me. Sometimes temporarily. And if that craving comes back, I kind of need to assess the headspace and emotional situation I'm in that might be causing me to go reach for something. Replace some of the snacks in your fridge or your cupboards. If you've got processed foods, and this goes for my kids too. I am guilty of feeding my kids things that I think I should be doing better. And I'm not going to tell you what you should and shouldn't feed your kids. But for me, there are certain foods, like convenient foods, that I buy that my kids could have better options. So get those better options. Make those better options. Bake those better options. Even if you're baking something, you can control the ingredients of it and control some of those, crunchy snacks and things that your kids are consuming. And the same goes for me too. If I have those things prepared in my fridge or in my cupboard, like homemade granola and things like that, I reach less for the candy and cookies and stuff at the grocery store because I have something at home. So that's what I'm focusing on right now, cutting out the sugar. There are so many things I could be doing to alleviate some of these like autoimmune reactions that I have to things. But first and foremost, man, cut out the sugar. And you will feel 100% better. I always do. It's just sticking to it. That's the problem. So my hope is that by sharing here and having conversation with you about the struggle with sugar, then maybe, by continuing the conversation, we can hold each other accountable and remember to work on those good habits of replacing those foods that don't serve us with foods that do. I hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you again soon.